Chef Daniel Boulud has been called a New Yorker who cooks French cuisine. His flagship restaurant, Daniel, is marking its 20th anniversary. Boulud is celebrating with a new book. It is called Daniel, My French Cuisine. The 400-page guide covers every aspect of cooking in his native France. We're pleased to have Daniel Boulud. Welcome.
Thank you. Thank you for this wonderful morning here.
Is there a reason you call it My French Cuisine?
Maybe, but no. I call my French cuisine the book because I think it's the French cuisine I do today in New York.
I got you.
It has more to that. But also in French cuisine, there is haute cuisine. There is the cuisine where the great chefs are known for,
right,
and the most refined with the best ingredient and the most exclusive and most beautiful wine. And sometime in the most fanciest place, but
I was very disappointed, Chef, when you came today. You did not have those braised short ribs and red wine.
Yeah.
You can eat that. You
I know
don't
you
even
love
need
short ribs.
I love it. You don't even have to cut it with a fork. But this is the thing that fascinates me about you. You live. I've been to Daniel's many times. You live above the restaurant. Your office is above the restaurant. You even have a glass window that you can look down into the kitchen. Yikes! For the employees that work there.
Well, but once I'm home, I'm not watching. I don't have like a remote control system.
But you do watch. There are times that you watch. And what would you do when you're watching?
Oh, that was funny. At the beginning, when I moved to that restaurant, and the kitchen was below, and I had meeting in my office, and I will have a laser, and I will flash the red light in front of the cook on his cutting board, and then the cook will panic, turn his head, and I will say, not like this.
Can you imagine, guys, if we're sitting here, Jeff Fager's sitting up there, and all of a sudden you see a laser?
And then I retired the laser very quickly because they were kind of freaking out a little bit.
Yes. But you were a little boy peeling carrots and potatoes, dreaming about what?
Dreaming about traveling, dreaming about cooking, and dreaming maybe of trying to be better than the chef who was teaching me how to cook.
Yeah. You know, there are many wonderful chefs who are not good restaurateurs and businessmen. What makes you a good a chef as well as a restaurateur?
Well, I try to remain a chef first and foremost. And of course, I have a team of very talented people in the management. So I don't pretend to do everything, but I do watch the cooking closely.
When did you know you were a great chef? Was it a meal you prepared and you said, I nailed that?
When I cooked, I was about 17, and I cooked for like 30 of my family members. And I made all the dishes I learned between the age of 14 and 17, the one I really felt that was really maybe the best. I cost a fortune to my parents to go to the market and do that meal, but they remember still today.
We used to think about France was the best place to go for the best food and best preparation you could have. But have other areas of the world now come up to France's level?
Every area of the world. I mean, in America, at the beginning, maybe 20 years ago, it was only the big city. You know, San Francisco, New York, LA had the greatest chef. And today, you have the greatest chef in the smallest village in America.
Yeah, and around the world,
you go to Memphis, you go to Charleston, and Denmark, and of course, I mean, I lived in Copenhagen for 2 years before I came to America. And I really felt I had to become Danish, and I don't think I could stay French. And when I moved to America, I always felt it's okay, I can stay French and live here.
There's a whole big debate about tipping in high-end restaurants. Where do you stand on that?
Well, I wish sometime service will be included, and that will solve a lot of problems.
Really
but I think then tipping is part of the feeling you have about the experience you had from the service and how much you respect the people who does work in service, because they definitely work very hard at coordinating a wonderful moment for you and giving you the best in knowledge of, I mean, they have extreme knowledge in wine often, and they have, they learn to master their manners in a way that it makes you very comfortable to dine in a fancy restaurant.
Someone once wrote a book about the last meal, and great chefs predicted their last meal. What would you do? What would you cook for yourself if it was your last meal?
If I was my last meal, I'll sit around with my family, and I'll cook all the dishes my grandmother used to cook for me, for sure. She's not here, but I do remember the taste of it.
I hope it includes those braised short ribs. I
well,
can't say
somewhere
enough
there
about
they
them.
will be.
I can't say enough about it. And anything with truffles. Anything with truffles.
Anything.
Thank you.
Chef Daniel Boulud, thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, John.